To escape the captivity of her sadistic husband, she had to pluck out 100 strands of her own hair, roots and all, neatly place them into an envelope, and slide it out through the gap in the door. He said that only in this way would he let her go. What she didn't expect was, but the next day, Andrew did not open the room. Instead, he slid in another envelope.
One of the strands didn't have a follicle, so you have to start again.
What? Andrew, please.
Please be more careful this time.
So Nina did it again. This time, she pulled harder, desperate to finish faster and get back to her daughter, Cece. Hours passed. Nina fainted due to severe dehydration. By the time he finally opened the door, Nina had already collapsed.
This was for your own good. If you'd let me, I can help you become a better person.
Nina barely took one sip before forcing herself up and rushing out of the attic. But she was not running because she wanted freedom. She was running because she needed to see Cece. The moment Nina saw her daughter safe, she finally breathed again. She tried to walk over and hold her, but her body suddenly stopped listening to her. That was when Nina realized something was wrong with the water Andrew had just given her. Before she could even reach Cece, she lost consciousness again. When Nina woke up later that night, the room was empty. She could barely move, but she forced herself to search the house for her daughter. Then she found Cece in the bathroom, sitting in the tub while the water kept rising. Nina panicked and rushed in, pulling Cece out just in time. But Andrew had already planned the next part. He called the police and told them Nina was unstable. He claimed she had almost hurt their daughter and herself. And because Nina was emotional, exhausted, and both she and Cece had traces of the same substance in their system, the police believed him. Just like that, Andrew turned Nina from a victim into the problem. She was sent to a treatment facility. Nina spent 9 months there before she was finally released. But getting out did not mean she was free.
We're gonna be so happy, Nina. As long as you follow the rules.
Andrew still had the one thing she could never walk away from: Cece. In public, Nina looked like a woman with a troubled history whose husband had somehow stayed by her side. People saw Andrew as patient, loyal. Behind closed doors, he used that image against her. Anytime Nina tried to fight back, he could make one call and convince everyone she was falling apart again. He controlled the house. He controlled the story. And because Nina had no money and no legal power over Cece, Andrew could keep her trapped for as long as he wanted. Then Millie arrived. Millie was the new housemaid, and Andrew quickly realized she was different from Nina. He wanted another child, and with the right words, he convinced Millie that he was not the monster Nina said he was. Soon, Millie became the new woman in the house. She and Andrew pushed Nina out of the mansion. And Millie believed she had won. She thought the house, the money. After Millie broke one of Andrew's favorite pieces of porcelain, Andrew locked Millie in the attic. Only this time, he chose the wrong woman. Andrew thought Millie would be easier to control than Nina, but he had no idea what kind of woman he had just trapped upstairs. Millie had already spent 10 years behind bars because of one serious incident in her past, and the man involved back then was exactly the same kind of man as Andrew.
Take this piece right here in my hand, and you're gonna carve 21 lines into your stomach, one for every piece that you fucking broke. Once you've done that, we can discuss your freedom.